Hello!
Hello AOS fans!
It's the Agents of Sigmar.
And in this video we're going to be wondering, where will Spearhead go? Hopefully not into your belly, because that would really hurt.
Like the Jaxie.
Or that would hurt, really hurt too.
So we're already going a bit Spearhead crazy, and our minds are running with all the possibilities that could come for Spearhead in the future, and we think we might as well do a video about it and discuss those.
Absolutely, because we've been really enjoying Spearhead, but I can see its limitations with just this one little box. But maybe GW will look after it, nurture it, and it will grow and grow.
If they're watching this video, take notes, because we've got some absolute corkers
They are brilliant, particularly number 7.
Ooh. For anyone who isn't already aware, Spearhead is like a cut down version of AOS. You buy one Spearhead box, that is your army, that's all you've got to do. It comes with some special rules, some special cards and a little board, and you're pretty much good to go.
This box has this book in it, which tells us it's the Fire and Jade season of Spearhead, which suggests to me, much like Warcry, suggests to me they're going to do other expansions, companion books or whatever. And
looking at other game systems they've done, like Kill Team, that's come with different, they've had different zones, and then they did the Gallow Dark and all that kind of stuff.
There were different seasons, and I know they used to be every 3 months. I don't know if they still are.
They were quite regular, and they just, each one came with a different set of rules, and that's one of the things we're hoping from this, because this is Fire and Jade. It's the Akshi realm and the Garan realm.
The realm of life.
Yep, so Realm of Fire and Realm of Life.
Board is double-sided, so you do get double-sided boards. You can buy it, the stuff you need, without buying the big box as well, if you've already got Spearheads, because of course the other genius thing is that the Spearhead boxes are like you start collecting boxes as were, and you can just buy one of those and literally just play it. All of the armies are in there, but you don't need this book because all the armies are on a line, which is brilliant, but also makes me think they're not going to keep printing this book in each if they keep doing a new realm. So maybe they might do Shadow and Metal or something like that. They're not going to print a new book for it, because the Spearheads are the Spearheads are the Spearheads. They're not going to keep changing the miniatures that are available in the Spearhead box to have different armies, which is perhaps a limitation, because each iteration of it may just get a new board, maybe a bit of different terrain. Yeah, a couple of they could do some nice themed terrain. That would be quite cool. And you could get new twist cards and new objective cards. They're not called objectives; they're called battle tactics cards. But you could have new battle tactics cards. So for people who don't know the twists, you get one each round. You get 4 rounds in the game. You draw one each round, and they are themed specifically to the realm you're in. So the fire one, it might be all around people getting burned and things like that, and the life one might be about people getting healed from life springs and all that kind of stuff. So they could definitely bring out new ones in a different realm and make them very realm specific and very flavourful. One's for vegetarians and the others for people who like barbecues. Yeah. But they don't actually have to do that. They could just every now and again print a new pack of twists and battle tactics for the existing realms. That would be an even cheaper way of freshening it up a little bit. And I would actually like to see, particularly the battle tactics, I would like to see a bit more choice. You just start off at the moment, you've both got the same deck. Once you've played it 3 or 4 times, you start to know what you're going to get, and that can be quite nice. You play Underworld, lots of our viewers play Underworld, you know it's nice to know what's coming and think, well, I might as well draw, because then I can get what I want to score. Because you've only got 12, and because both of you are playing it, also means you know what your opponent's got. So I'd like to see some variation in that. So I would hope to see new realms with new battle tactics cards, but we have a suggestion that will make it even better. And that's to take a leaf out of the Underworlds book by providing even more cards than the 12 you start with, and then sort of building your own deck. And maybe you have to start with a pool of 15, something like that, but then you know in there you're going to be picking up to 12 of them, so you don't know 100% what you're going to be getting. So there's 2 things. That they could either just say you just use these 15 cards, and they're always the same like they are now, but it's 15 instead of 12, so that each game is slightly varied because you don't know what you're going to get. But like Pete says, even better would be, here's 24 cards, put 12 of them together, and use all 12 of them, or maybe choose 15 of them, but you only get to use 12 of them. That will just be a way of varying it, and then it will be a bit of mystery with your opponent, because that we haven't played a lot of games of Spearhead, but we've played a few now, and you can see there's a couple of times I go, well, I know what you're doing, I know which objective you're going for. Exactly. When you nuzzle up close to the terrain. It would be nice to have a bit of variation so that you didn't know what your opponent was about. And I imagine if you tried to play this a lot, it may get stale. It might lead to a game becoming very much played by numbers. You just know who's going to go where every time, and you're just going to keep doing the same things because you know they're the most effective things to do. I think it's really going to boil down to whether GW see this as its own game, or whether they basically want you to play this until you get bored and then go and play the real game. But I think that if they did that latter thing, I think that would be a mistake, because we're not going to do that. We're never going to play AOS ever, really. But we might consider getting 3 or 4 each Spearhead armies and mixing
Absolutely.
and matching them. And if there was a bit more variation in the play, that would be more longevitous for us, and we probably would play more.
And we would definitely buy more boards, more terrain, and more cards. If everything that they release like that is pretty much, whilst not everybody collects the Skaven, whilst not everybody collects the Giants, whilst not everybody collects the Sigmar guys, if you bring out a new pack of Twist cards or a new pack of whatever, everyone's going to buy them.
Yeah.
So it's always going to sell.
And I also think there is scope for just tweaking the concept slightly. So when you have a new realm, you can always use the Spearhead boxes in there, but I reckon they could say, if you're playing Cities of Sigmar, you can swap out your steel helms for this unit. Oh, they're just conveniently you can go and buy a box of that unit from Games Workshop.
What are the
So it's
chances?
quite a nice way. Would be quite a nice way of developing your army if they could do that for the 25 or however many army it is that are available for Spearhead, and just make a 1 unit change. It wouldn't require too much playtesting on their part.
Yeah.
It shouldn't break things, but also gives people who want to do a bit of collecting but don't want to go all in on AOS as a way of just building a collection, doing a bit more painting and just giving a bit of variation. Then your opponent wouldn't necessarily know which version of the Spearhead that you were going to play, because you could have a 1 unit variation. I'd love to see that. Whether we will or not, I don't know.
And alongside all this, of course, is the hope that GW continue to look at the Spearheads, continue to see what balance is needed and update those, because they're going to be online, so they can very easily say, you know what, Maggotkin, they're OP, so we're going to change this ability and we're going to tweak that ability a bit just to make them a little less over the top.
And of course, if you have any sort of game that people are going to play, even semi-competitively, people will drift towards the things that are going to win. And so you do need a bit of balance just to keep people keep it fresh and interesting, and keep people wanting to play who have inadvertently bought a less good army. You don't want to just be, oh, I've been crushed again, because you're just going to stop playing.
Lovely.
And you probably won't go and take it through to AOS, because Spear had its own bespoke rules for each army. And if you just think, oh, well, my army's absolutely terrible, so they're probably terrible in the main game, they may not be, but you wouldn't know, and therefore that would probably put you off. Since all the rules are all online already, that shouldn't be too bad.
All you got to do is go online, download the PDF, print it out, you're good to go again.
It's the way forward, really.
It really is.
So there are our thoughts on how to keep evolving what is, I think, GW's best AOS invention since they invented AOS.
And I think that if GW continues to go down this path, they will have an absolute winner of a game for years to come.
Yeah, because the beauty of it is you can play it in an hour and a half.
You can actually. Even we've managed to almost pretty much get a whole game in an hour and a half.
And it's just fun. You don't have to think about it too much, and it doesn't give you a headache. So it is Warhammer, small but perfectly formed.
So if you've got any ideas about how they can make Spearhead even better than that, do let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave any comments of how you found this video.
Yeah, like if you want to see more Spearhead content, let us know. And if you do fancy supporting us on Patreon, you can do that. All money we get from there is plowed back into the channel, maybe to buy some new Spearheads, and maybe to free up some time to paint them.
And of course you get access to our Discord, where we chat all day about all kinds of things.
Yeah, everything.
So we'll see you soon, maybe in Act She. Bye!